My first instinct was to scream, to smash the laptop against the wall, to call him and unleash a storm of accusations. I wanted to hear him stammer, to deny it, to see the panic in his eyes. The betrayal was a physical pain, a hot knife twisting in my gut. This wasn't just a flirtation. It was a calculated plan to betray our marriage on the one day that was supposed to symbolize our commitment. But as the initial wave of rage subsided, something else took its place. A strange, icy calm. If I confronted him now, what would happen? He'd deny it. He'd delete the messages, call me crazy, and twist it all around to make me the bad guy for looking at his laptop. He'd become more careful, better at hiding his tracks. The Clara he was talking to would become a ghost, and I'd be left questioning my own sanity. No, I couldn't let him have that power. If he was going to betray me, I wanted to see it. I needed proof that was undeniable. So, I made a decision that felt both insane and incredibly clear. I would stay silent. I closed the laptop, my hands moving with a steadiness that surprised me. I took a deep breath, walked to the bathroom, and looked at my own reflection. The woman staring back was pale, her eyes wide with shock, but there was a flicker of something new in them, resolve. I was going to play the part of the loving, unsuspecting wife. I would let him think he was getting away with it. I would let him walk right into his own trap. This was no longer just about his betrayal. It was about taking back control. The weeks leading up to our anniversary were the hardest of my life. Every "I love you," he said, felt like a lie. Every touch felt like a betrayal. I smiled through dinners, laughed at his jokes, and discussed our anniversary plans, all while the secret festered inside me like a poison. One suggested we celebrate our anniversary the weekend after the actual date, citing a fake work commitment. He readily agreed, relief flashing across his face for a split second. He thought he was so clever. He had no idea I was one step ahead. The day he was supposed to leave for his business trip arrived. He packed his bag, the same one we'd used for our honeymoon. He kissed me goodbye, a long, lingering kiss that was meant to reassure me. I needed a mountain of evidence so high he couldn't possibly climb over it with his lies. As Aaron drove towards his romantic getaway with another woman, my investigator was already in position, tracking his every move. That weekend was surreal. I spent it with my sister, who knew everything. We watched movies, ate junk food, and she let me vent, cry, and plan. Every few hours, an update would come through from the investigator. His hands trembled slightly as he opened the flap and pulled out the contents. The first thing he saw was a picture of him and Clara, kissing on the porch of the cabin. His face went completely white. He shuffled through the photos, his breath catching in his throat. Photos of them holding hands, laughing, entering their room. It was all there. Every lie, every secret moment, captured in glossy, undeniable color. He looked up at me, his eyes wide with panic and disbelief. "Daphne, I can't explain." The words he was about to say died on his lips. Because for the first time, he saw the look in my eyes. There was no anger, no hysteria. Just a quiet, profound finality. He had expected tears and shouting. He had not expected this calm, collected execution of his lies. "No, Aaron," I said, my voice steady. "There's nothing to explain. I know everything. I stood up from the table. I've already spoken to a lawyer. The papers will be served tomorrow. I walked past him, not giving him a second glance. My silence had been my power. It gave me the time to grieve, to plan, and to find my strength. I didn't need to scream or fight. I had already won. Leaving that house wasn't an act of defeat. It was the first step into my new life, a life built on truth, not his lies. My silence had spoken volumes, and now it was finally time for me to be heard.